River don't ask what I've done. It don't care who I was running from. It moves like grace through cedar and dust, and says you can stop fighting us. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be styled by nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand.
You asked for answers, I gave you dreams. You wanted facts, I spoke in streams. But here the river doesn't mind if I'm tangled or undefined.
Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be styled by nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand. Let me float where no one sees, beyond approval, past disease, and finding current, mud and stone, a place to be completely known. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be styled by nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be styled by nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand.
We were never meant to meet, just two trains on different tracks, running fast in the same direction, but never looking back. For a moment at the station, our windows lined up right. I saw you through the glass and thought this could change my life. But parallel lines don't intersect, no matter how close they seem. We were always running toward the same impossible dream. Now I watch you disappear into someone else's scene. Parallel lines don't intersect, no matter how close they seem. I keep taking the same route home, hoping I might see your face. But you're traveling in different circles, moving at a different pace. Sometimes I think I catch a glimpse of your silhouette ahead, but it's just shadows playing tricks on this heart that won't admit that parallel lines don't intersect, no matter how close taught us that parallel means apart, but they never said how painful it could be to share a heart with someone on a different track, someone you can't reach, even when they're right beside you, just beyond your speech. Parallel lines don't intersect, though the distance feels so small. We were always meant to run alone, despite it all, despite it all. Now I'll keep my steady course and wish you well from here. Parallel lines don't intersect, but I'll keep near. I'll keep you near.
The coffee's gone cold in your favorite mug, still sitting where you left it Tuesday morning. I trace the rim with trembling fingers as autumn light comes creeping through. These hollow rooms that once held laughter now echo with the ghost of you. The floorboards creak in all the places where we used to dance at midnight. Your silhouette still haunts the doorway where you stood and said goodbye. I count the hours in empty spaces between heartbeats and the why. These hollow rooms, they know your name. They whisper it when darkness falls through empty halls and window pane. Your memories still call. These hollow rooms, they hold the pain of everything we used to be. Now I'm just a stranger here in this house of memory. I found your bookmark in my copy of that Neruda poetry. The page still marked where love was spoken in words we thought would never fade. But promises are easily broken when hearts begin to drift away. The garden that we planted together is withering in neglect. These roses know the taste of sorrow. They bow their heads in silent grief. There's no promise of tomorrow when love becomes a fallen leaf. These hollow rooms, they know your name. They whisper it when darkness falls through empty halls and window panes. Your memories still call. These hollow rooms, they hold the pain of everything we used to be. Now I'm just a stranger here afloat. So I'll pack these hollow rooms away, fold the memories like clothes, leave the key beneath the welcome mat for whoever comes next. But I know I'll carry this emptiness like a stone inside my chest. These hollow rooms, they know your name. They'll whisper it when I am gone. Through empty halls and window pane, your ghost will linger on. These hollow rooms, they hold the pain of everything we used to be. And I'll always be a stranger here in this house of memory. Yes, I'll always be a stranger here in this house of memory. Lightning splits the sky above the ridge where we first kissed, and I'm counting seconds till the thunder finds us here. Your hand in mine feels steadier than stone, while the storm reminds us why we came so far from home. Cabin creaks but doesn't bend like promises we learned to keep. Mountain rain on metal roof sounds like all the prayers we need. Distant thunder, closer hearts, every storm just pulls us tighter. Love grows wild, we're becoming who we are. Distant thunder, closer heart. You said the city made you feel like you were drowning in the noise of other people's urgent lives. But up here with the clouds around our shoulders, we can hear the whispers that the valley hides. The rain's been falling for 3 days straight, but we don't mind being weathered in. Sometimes the best conversations happen when the world outside can't get in. Distant thunder, closer hearts, every storm just pulls us tighter. In these hills where love grows wild, we're becoming who we are. Distant thunder, closer heart. When morning comes, the mist will rise, like all the doubts we've left behind. And we'll hike down to the general store for coffee and peace of mind. But tonight let's listen to the rain, write our names in fogged up glass, make promises we mean to keep, and pray this feeling's gonna last.
We found exactly what we are. Distant thunder, closer heart.
Your grandfather's farm stretches out like forever. Golden wheat dancing in the August breeze, teaching me the names of all the wildflowers growing wild along the fence line by the trees. Say you've been thinking about selling this place, moving to Chicago where your sister lives. But I see something sacred in your hesitation, and the way this land still has so much to give.
Don't trade your wheat field dreams for city lights and subway sounds. Some things can't be replaced once you tear them from the ground. Your roots run deeper than you know
In this soil where you were raised,
Don't trade your wheat field dream
away. We walk the roads your great-grandfather planted, talk about futures that might never come. You worry that you're just a simple farmer, but I see poetry in everything you've done. The way you read the weather in the morning, how you know which fields need tending most. There's wisdom in your weathered hands and patience that the city folks will never even know. Don't trade your wheat field dreams
for city lights and subway sounds.
Some things can't be replaced
Once you tear them from the ground.
Your roots run deeper than you know in this soil where you were raised. Don't trade your wheat field dreams away. I know the world keeps calling your name, promising fortune and fame, but I've seen how you belong here,
Where the seasons mark the year, and if you'll have me, I'll stay. Help you find another way
to honor what your family built without carrying all the guilt. We'll keep our wheat field dreams,
find love in morning sounds. Some things are worth the fight
when they're planted in good ground. Our roots run deeper than we know, in this soil where love was raised. We'll keep our wheat field dreams. We'll keep our wheat field dreams. On the porch, your hand in mine. No big confessions, no grand design, just the morning mist and breath so deep. You said this kind of love we keep. Don't need no diamond, no headline sign, just coffee and time and your lips on mine. When the rest fades into noise and war, there'll still be two mugs on the porch. The world was spinning, cities cried, but we were here, just you and I. You read the paper, I wrote a song, and nothing ever felt so strong. Don't need no diamond, no headline sign, just coffee and time, your lips on mine. When the rest fades into noise and war, there'll still be two mugs on the porch. We could leave, we could stay, but we build heaven in a simple way. Not with gold or grand reward, just two mugs on the porch we pour. Don't need no diamond, no headline sign, just coffee and time, your lips on mine. When the rest fades into noise and war, there'll still be two mugs on the porch. Don't need no diamond, no headline sign, just coffee and time, your lips on mine. When the rest fades into noise and war, there'll still be two mugs on the porch. "6 a.m. and you're already dressed for work, but I convince you to stay for one more cup. The way morning light cuts through our kitchen window makes me wanna never give this up.
Your coffee cup leaves rings on yesterday's newspaper, headlines about troubles we can't solve. But here in this small space we've made together, the whole world seems to revolve around coffee, steam, and morning light. The simple ritual of being alive. a city full of strangers,
we've learned how to survive on coffee, steam, and morning light. You read me horoscopes while I fry eggs. Say the stars think we should take more chances. I'm thinking we already won the lottery, just in the way you laugh at my bad jokes and dances.
the radiator clangs its metal song, while sirens wail their urban lullabies. But nothing sounds as beautiful to me as the sleepy murmur of your sighs.
Coffee, steam, and morning light.
The simple ritual of being alive. In a city full of strangers, we've learned how to
Survive on coffee, steam, and morning light. Someday we might buy a house with a yard, plant flowers, raise kids, grow old. But I hope we never lose this feeling of treasure that can't be bought or sold. Coffee, steam, and morning light. The sacred ritual of being alive. In a world full of chaos, we've learned how to thrive on coffee, steam, and morning light. Coffee, steam, and morning light. I'm digging through the layers of what we used to be. Contact tickets, Polaroids, a fossil of you and me. Your handwriting on grocery lists, still taped to my door. Evidence of a civilization that doesn't exist anymore. I'm an archaeologist of heartbreak, brushing dirt from what we were. Every artifact tells a story of how love can disappear. Carbon dating all our moments, trying to find where we went wrong. But some things can't be preserved, some things don't last long. Your sweater in my closet still holds your shape and scent, a relic from when touching you was time that I well spent. I catalog inside jokes like pottery shards, trying to piece together how we fell apart so hard.
keep these excavations buried in my chest. Sometimes the past should stay there, sometimes that's what's best. I'm an archaeologist of heartbreak, brushing dirt from what we were. Every artifact tells a story of how love can disappear. Carbon dating all our moments, trying to find where we went wrong. But some things can't be preserved, some things don't last long.
You wore wool sweaters in June rain, said comfort never cared for sale. And I believed you, soaked and high, on your strange truth and sapphire eyes. We were wrong in all the right ways, loving hard on crooked days. And even when you slipped away, I still wear your warmth in me. Our love was thunder in a teacup, lightning striking when we touched up. You made me question, made me see that being wild sets you free. We were wrong in all the right ways, loving hard on crooked days. And even when you slipped away, I still wear your warmth in me. Summer storms in thick-knit joy against the norm. And though you left like sudden pain, I'll love you in this June rain. We were wrong in all the right ways, loving hard on crooked days. And even when you slipped away, I still wear your warmth in me. I still wear your warmth in me. I still wear your warmth in me. Voice still echoes in my kitchen,
the refrigerator hums that tune, I swear I hear you laugh at nothing in the empty spaces of my room. Your coffee mug sits by the window, still stained with yesterday's goodbye. I can't bring myself to wash it, can't bring myself to wonder why. You're broadcasting on ghost frequency that only broken hearts can hear. Static memories and phantom melodies of everything that used to be here. Now I'm tuning into silence, but your signal's crystal clear. Found your bookmark in my novel. Chapter 3, we'll never know how the story was supposed to end. Now I'm reading it alone. Your shoes still point toward my door, like you might walk back through. But dust has settled on your laces, and I know you're really gone. You're broadcasting on those frequencies that only broken hearts can hear. Static memory and phantom melody of everything that used to be here. Now I'm tuning into silence, your signal's crystal clear. I keep my radio on at night, hoping I might catch your voice. Between the stations, between the static, like I ever had a choice. The river don't ask what I've done. You don't care who I was running from. It moves like grace through cedar and dust, and says you can stop fighting us. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be style. By nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand. You asked for answers, I gave you dreams. You wanted facts, I spoke in streams. But here the river doesn't mind if I'm tangled or undefined. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be style. By nothing but time, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand. Let me float where no one sees, beyond approval, past disease, and find in current, mud and stone a place to be completely known. Let me be water, let me be wild, let me be broken, let me be styled by nothing but tide, by wind and sand, by rivers that know where I stand.
Stacking papers by the window pane. Tuesday morning, same routine again. Your humming drifts across the hall.
Makes the mundane feel less small. Bass continues. Counting hours on my fingertips,
Watching steam from coffee sips. Your laughter cuts through printer noise. Suddenly I hear a voice.
all harmonies build.
We're building something in the quiet spaces. Harmony one, harmony two.
Quiet spaces, quiet spaces.
For rhythm pattern I'm mere rushing, waiting, finding rhythm in ordinary places. Beatbox emphasis on rhythm, while the world outside keeps spinning. All voices spinning, spinning. Stacking papers
papers by the window pane.
Tuesday morning, same routine again.
Humming routine, your humming drifts across the hall.
Makes the mundane feel less small.
Bass continues. Do-do-da. We're building something in the quiet spaces. Harmony one, harmony two. Quiet spaces, quiet spaces. Quiet spaces. Quiet spaces. Quiet spaces. Ahmed runs the corner store on Bleecker Street. Been here 30 years, seen everything change. Says the city's got a heartbeat like a small town, if you know how to listen to its range. He stocks local honey next to energy drinks, knows which customers are going through hard times, lets the art students trade paintings for groceries, and never charges interest on his kindness. Corner store philosophy, wisdom in a can of beans. Community in the city isn't dead, it's just hiding in the spaces between strangers, where grace keeps on providing. Corner store philosophy, keeping the human alive. Mrs. Rodriguez brings him vegetables from the garden she grows in her backyard. Says the tomatoes taste like her childhood in Puerto Rico, when life was simple and love wasn't hard. The college kid who stocks shelves every evening sends half his paycheck home to help his mom.
Dreams about law school but pays rent here, where everyone's just trying to get along. Corner store philosophy, wisdom in a can of beans. Community in the city isn't dead, it's just hiding in the spaces between strangers, where grace keeps on providing. Corner store philosophy, keeping the human alive. I grew up where everybody knew your name, your family history, your secret shame. But here, in this babel of languages and dreams, people choose to care, and that means everything. Corner store philosophy, wisdom in small gestures. Community wherever hearts decide to stay, in the kindness between strangers, we're all just finding our way. Corner store philosophy, love in the everyday. Corner store philosophy, this is how we pray. Corner store philosophy, corner store philosophy, this is how we pray.
The rain's coming down on 42nd Street, and everybody's running for the underground. But I'm standing here getting soaked to the skin, thinking about the last time you came around. You used to love walking in the rain with me, said it made the city feel alive and clean. Now you're important with someone new, and I'm drowning in this concrete scene. Subway rain falling down, washing away the sound of your voice, saying goodbye in this neon lit crowd. I'm just another face, getting lost without a trace in the subway rain. Coffee shop where we used to meet has a new barista who doesn't know our names. She makes my latte with regular milk,
Doesn't know you always ordered it with extra foam and no shame. I ride the train to nowhere just to move, watch reflections in the window glass. Every tunnel feels like I'm going deeper into a future where we didn't last. Subway rain falling down, washing away the sound of your voice, saying goodbye in this neon lit crowd. I'm just another face getting lost without a trace in the subway rain. Remember that night in Washington Square when the storm caught us without umbrellas. We danced in the fountain like we were crazy, two fools in love with the weather. Now I hear thunder in the subway tunnels, see lightning in the fluorescent lights. The city's still here, but you're not, and the rain keeps falling every night. Subway rain falling down can't wash away the sound of your voice in my head, in this lonely lost crowd. I'm learning how to be just me without you and me in the subway rain. Just me in the subway rain.
Sunlight through the conference room makes everything look gold. Your presentation's almost done, but I love the way you hold
The pen between your fingers, like you're conducting some grand song.
I lose myself in watching how you make the minutes long. We're floating like dust motes dancing in the afternoon light, making magic from the mundane. Everything's gonna be alright.
Elevator conversations that we stretch to 7
finding reasons to keep talking by the coffee shop doors.
Maybe we're just dreamers in our pressed shirts and our ties.
But there's something about the way you see the world through my eyes. We're floating like dust motes dancing in the afternoon light, making magic from the mundane. Everything's gonna be alright. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day's a chance to see how ordinary moments can set our spirits free. We're floating like dust motes dancing in the afternoon light, making magic from the mundane. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.